So again, my name is John Nelson. I'm the VP of SurveySwipe, and I think just to sort of add to the great conversation we've had so far, we thought it'd be fun to show everybody a quick peek at what SurveySwipe actually looks like. And I think, following this webinar, we'd love to set up personalized demos one-on-one with people who are interested. And I think we're actually gonna schedule a follow-up, much more in-depth tour of the software. But I think for today, it'd be fun to take a quick look at the user experience of SurveySwipe, quick overview, and kind of see how SurveySwipe basically puts in action a lot of these concepts we've been exploring today. So, so everyone can see my screen here. It sounds like. So what we're doing is I'm going to start off by showing on Survey Analytics, we have a dashboard. All of our software is software as a service, so it runs on our servers, no installation required. And SurveySwipe actually runs on the Survey Analytics platform, which is enterprise level, very high-end software and very powerful, proven platform. So, so the first step, I think what we're going to focus on, I think for this demo is what a hyperlocal push notification hyperlocal survey looks like. So the first step in setting up a hyperlocal survey is you simply go here and add a custom location. And you can name it, example with Starbucks, I'll name it my colleague Dana's house in Maine. And you simply enter the latitude, longitude coordinates. And it's important to keep in mind these latitude, longitude coordinates can actually be, if you have a client who's, we actually had someone ask this last week. They have a client who's a fast food chain in the UK with over 3,000 locations, and they want to set up each one to be a hotspot, so we can actually load these locations automatically, so it's not manual. But it's kind of fun to see how the manual piece works. And now I can set the radius for the hotspot. So this radius can be as large as you can set it for a whole country, a city, all the way down to the latest iPhone 4 can get down to 100 feet, 100-foot accuracy. And we're working on a new product that will allow for, in a store to do an aisle-by-aisle drill down, which I think Romy mentioned earlier is definitely an exciting development. So for this survey, I'll set it down to 200 feet. So that's how easy it is to set up your location. And we'll go to Dana's house. So now to send a hyperlocal survey, we select the location that we've programmed in. We select a survey from our menu of pre-programmed surveys. And now we assign the amount of points that the survey is going to be worth for the survey taker when it's complete. So they're worth 200 points. So the process we just went through is, as you can see, it's very simple, and it's in fact we're done. We've set up a hyperlocal survey. So let's take a look at what that actually looks like. So what we did in the last exercise is we set the latitude, longitude, location for our hotspot, and we set up the survey we'd like delivered. And here in my emulator, we can see the emulator has been set up to think I'm standing in front of a retail store near Seattle called Costco. And what we're seeing is a hyperlocal survey being delivered in action. And what we're seeing is it's a push notification, so it takes over much of the screen. Like there's a lot of real estate here that's being taken over by the push notification. And we found this really increases response because a panelist really can't ignore this. The phone vibrates. Most of you out there have probably had push notifications. It's definitely something that gets your attention. It's like receiving a text, at least on the iPhone. So this, well, I should preface this by saying this iPhone has our brand, the SurveySwipe app, installed, and location. We've opted in to become a panelist. So it's location sensitive. So it has in fact crossed that 100-foot threshold where I've entered a Costco store, and it is pushing me a survey. So this is Hyperlocal in action. So we can see, so what we're looking at here is the SurveySwipe branded solution, and in the lower left and right-hand corner, that would be, for a lot of our clients, they've been asking us to do custom branding. So it'll say powered by SurveySwipe, but it'll be quite customized as far as look and feel. So what you're looking at now is kind of this is the out-of-the-box solution, and we've heard from a lot of clients they really like customization, and they like their own app on iTunes. So, oops. So here's kind of an interesting question type we developed actually just last week. I think the technical term for this is the smiley face question type. But what it shows is the flexibility of our platform and our ability to create very cool, very custom, catchy graphics. We actually had a client approach us who they have a very, I mean, their big product is an emotional response technique that they've patented, and we're actually creating a custom question type for that client. So really the limit's your imagination. So I'll pick super fun. And here's a yes/no question type with the emoticons. All right, so here this question type I think is to me is the most compelling. And what it allows you to do is when you it's very simple actually. You set up a question type of called it's photo, or else we can actually do video. So when the person gets to this question type, you can press the lower right button and take a photo with the photo that's built into the camera, attach it to the survey, and in fact the latitude and longitude is recorded, as well as the unique ID of the phone, and all of this information is attached to the survey response and uploaded into our database for later analysis. So there's no more guesswork on whether someone filled out the survey, in fact, in the retail environment, or they took it later, or they've taken it 300 times just to get rewards. We have built-in fail-safes for that. And this photo feature is an example of mobile ethnography in action. And we're for a large consumer company, we're in the middle of a 6-month study, and we're using the photo feature for a diary project, and they're finding it quite effective. Excellent. So here's a new question type we actually just made a couple of weeks ago, a Net Promoter Score. And you can see it works. iPhones are neat because you can create a slider. Like that's a popular technique. So you can see you can do Net Promoter Score research, as well as the classic. Every iPhone user's familiar with this type of user experience where you select with your thumb. And now I've completed a survey, so it's telling me I'm eligible for these built-in rewards. So actually, this goes right to Romy's point of having the DNA of the application be infused with a little bit of gamification. So you're working towards goals, and you've achieved your goal, so you're going to get rewards. And these are for the rewards that come built into the system as defaults, but we have for other clients totally customized these. So cool. So I guess I want to reiterate what we just looked at today was the SurveySwipe app that's branded for SurveySwipe. But we have been very busy in the last few months building custom apps and, in fact, launching them for clients. So basically the functionality of SurveySwipe is living underneath and the skin and custom look and feel of apps for our clients that are, to the public, branded for our clients. So they're very that's kind of the way we see the market is brands as well as market research companies are going to want their own apps in Android as well as iPhone, and they're going to want software company like us to do the background work. So.